Young Black Equestrians, the podcast, with your hosts, Abriana Johnson and Caitlin Gooch. So, Demonds, thank you for joining us on another episode of our podcast. First of all, we have started our episodes with telling everybody what we are thankful for today. So if you want to go ahead and tell us what you are thankful for today, and then I'll share, then Caitlin can share.
I'm thankful for my daughter. I'm thankful for the lifestyle God put me in. I'm just thankful for the position I am in life right now. Just the way my life going. Just pretty much. I'm thankful for everything right now. I'm highly favored.
That's awesome. That's good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Today, oh my goodness. I am thankful today that I have another employee in training that once she gets fully trained, I won't have to work so many hours and I can do other fun things like this podcast and like some of the other stuff that I want to do because I'm not at work all the time. So that is what I'm thankful for. Training new people, not being short-staffed.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes. Today has been a very, very productive day. From the time I woke up to right now, I have been nonstop. And I met this lady earlier in the library. Well, we just talked real briefly, but come to find out she watched Black Country. And of course, that just exploded into another conversation. So I'm really thankful that I met her because she has already texted me. It was like anything that she can do to help, she would love to help. So I'm thankful for those kind of connections.
Yeah. Networking is key. All right. So, Demond, if you want to start off by telling us briefly about your where you are, what discipline you ride, your current horse or horses if you have multiple. Yeah, if you want to start with that, that'd be awesome.
Horse-wise, I got 17 horses right now. Most of my horses just ranch horses. Got 2 team roping horses. I don't team rope though. I just for the last 2-3 weeks, I just been buying 2 horses every week. But my main horse, I got a little blue horse. I do everything on every day, no matter what it is. I don't care if I'm going to get breakfast on the trailer with me. But for horses wise, I got a lot of horses. Most of this ranch horse. I got a lot of bucking bulls at the house, so them horses come in hand.
Nice.
And I deal with nothing but quarter horses. That's all I deal with.
So where are you located?
Crosby, Texas.
Oh, okay. I cannot say that I've heard of that place, but I bet it's amazing.
Yeah, it's about 15 minutes from Houston.
Okay, cool. So, how did you get into horses? Are you born and raised there, or did somebody kind of get you into this lifestyle?
The horses, to be honest with you, I never liked the horses, but I just had horses my whole life. It was something that I had to do coming up. I always had horses since, I don't know, I guess since I can walk, I always had horses. We always had horses, and as I got older, I didn't have a horse for, 5-6 years. And here in the last couple months, I just started back buying horses because I realized that I can't do nothing around my place, around the ranch without a horse. So I'm just not getting back in buying. Anytime I see a good horse that works and stuff like that, look good and work hard, I buy it. But I had one a long time without dealing with horses. I mainly deal with just bucking bulls.
Mm-hmm. And so can you explain to us what it is exactly that you do with these bulls and what kind of competitor you are, if you are one?
Oh, I'm a good competitor. The bulls, I have them to a bunch of bull team events. I have them to rodeos. We go to small events that might have 2,500 added, or we go to events that might pay 50,000 in the night. Been raising some calves, got a couple calves, not too many, but I mainly focus on the big bulls, just hauling the shows and going to more bull competitions, rider competitions, and that's about it. I just been buying, trading, selling a lot of bulls. That's mainly what I do all week, buy, sell, and trade.
Okay, so are you like riding these bulls? Or are you just breeding the bulls for these bucking rodeos?
Yeah, I'm not even just for his breeding. I buy them already kind of to that age.
Okay.
I was riding. I stopped riding about, I don't know, a couple months ago. If you look me up, I've been professional for the last 5 years. I've been on the CBR tough for tough eating and stuff like that. But I got hurt real bad, and my daughter come around, so I kind of took a little break off.
Yeah.
Took a little break and just kind of focused on her and just let her live her dream. I bought a little barrel pony and been hauling her to some little rodeos here and there when I got time.
Oh, how old is she?
She's 2.
Oh my goodness.
She's 2, and she travel more than grown people. Every week she in a different state, different city.
Wow.
That's precious. That is absolutely precious. So how does one get into the buying, selling, trading of bulls? Like, what made you choose that as a kind of life path?
Well, it wasn't something I chose at first. I ended up getting some bulls from a good buddy of mine named JC Knapp, and he sent me like 10 bulls just to bring to my house in Buck so we can get on for practice. And one day he called me and told me he didn't need the bulls to just sell them. So I ended up selling them bulls, and I realized how much money I just made in one day. And I'm like, man, these guys make this much money. So I went off and I started buying bulls myself, and I was like, man, this make more money than riding bulls. And I was making pretty good money riding bulls, but just every day in, day out making money selling bulls. And it really just happened from there. It was kind of an accident where I sold some bulls for a guy, and I seen how much money there was in the business. And so I just started myself, and I just started buying bulls. I started buying between 4 and 5 bulls a week and have them sold in less than 2 days. Mm-hmm. And it just kind of blew up from there. So now it's got bulls in dang near every pasture around Crosby.
So how many bulls would you say you have now?
Now at the house, total is probably about right at 50 head. Then I got maybe 3 or 4 more in my buddy's house, and I just moved 3 the other day. So all together, partner-wise now, probably about at 60 head.
So if anybody who knows me, they knows that I'm not really like a cow person. Uh-huh. So I don't know anything about bulls. How is it that you keep a bunch of bulls together? Like, do they fight? Do they get along? Like, how does that work?
I mean, some of them fight, but it's bulls fighting in the past, so you just kind of just let them have their way, and they'll eventually figure it out. It ain't like now we see them fight, we run out there and try to break them up. We see them fight, and we just go on by our day like we ain't seen nothing, because there's so much space and opportunity out there. They figured it out, and I don't think no human gonna walk in the middle of a pasture and break up some bulls fighting.
No.
Mm-hmm. No. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah. I don't see anybody ever going to do that. That's interesting.
The land that you have all these animals on, and I'm guessing your house, do you own this land?
I'm actually partners with a guy named Bubba Melster on the land. It was his property at first, and I came in and we partners on it, and he kind of got up to age where he couldn't deal with stuff like he wanted to, so I kind of just took over.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. That's a nice setup.
Well, at the house, it's not big at all. At the house, it's only 20 acres, but we just got another 130 acres around the corner, then another 50 acres. We just got the 50 acres yesterday, then we got another 12, then another 20 acres.
And this is all in Texas?
Yeah, this all in my area where I live at.
Wow.
Yeah, we clearly...
No more than 5 minutes apart from each other.
Wow.
Yeah, we need to move.
Right.
Where y'all live at?
We're in North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're in North Carolina, and land of that magnitude is few and far between. If we find some land that's like 100 or so acres, it's several $1 million, or it's 3 hours away, in the flood zone. So it just down east, it just floods and it's not good.
Yeah, that land down here pretty expensive too.
Tell us just a little bit about how this lifestyle, like the I mean, I don't want to just say country because I feel like that kind of has a negative connotation sometimes. But tell us how kind of the lifestyle that you're living now has affected you.
I mean, it affected me a lot. I'm really just a little kid from Houston. I got in rodeo, met somebody, got in rodeo at an early age, and but if it wasn't for the person I met, I probably would. Being from Houston, there ain't too many country people. I probably would have went down the wrong road. So I mean, the life I live now, it changed everything. It changed my living. My 2-year-old daughter gonna live a different life than I live. I mean, you meet good people. It's just a totally different environment. Everybody, you know, country folks is more, you know, they believe in everybody's family and stuff like that. So, I mean, it changed everything for me, from traveling every week to just being able to wake up and go to anywhere I want without having to plan no trip out or be like, next month I'm going to go to Vegas, or just wake up and just like, think I'm going to go to Vegas today just because I want to, just because this country life that I chose, that have friends and stuff in different cities, different states, and just jump up and leave whenever you want to.
That's nice. What are some of the challenges you have faced choosing that lifestyle?
It gets a little dangerous for us messing with bulls. I done been hurt and broke a bunch of bones and stuff like that. Some of the challenges, sometimes it might be cold or just 200 degrees and you don't want to go outside and feed, or just mess with your stuff, and that you got to drag yourself out the house just to do this stuff. And I mean, it gets hard. It ain't all what it seemed like in pictures and videos.
Yeah,
it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we want to kind of bring to light on our podcast. Everybody thinks, you know, this country life, you know, they listen to Old Town Road. They think that, like, oh, we can do this, you know, oh, all I got to do is get some cowboy boots, and they don't have the respect or even acknowledge the sheer amount of work it takes to sustain a lifestyle like this. That is why we are here, to share these stories.
It's definitely not what you hear in country songs and what you see on TV. It's a totally different ball game.
Mm-hmm. What vision do you have for your future? Like, what if you could, you know, money is not an issue. What vision do you have, or where do you see yourself, you know, in a few years?
Money not an issue, but my vision, to be honest with you, my vision is pretty much what I'm doing now, but I know that I can take another step, and you never be too comfortable in life, but I know I can take another step. My vision is just kind of be one of the best African American stock contractors there is. There's one stock contractor but really the main reason why I got into the bucking bull business, a guy named Demonds, the only black guy I ever seen on TV, and got some of the biggest $1 million bulls there is right now. He's actually one of my best friends. Talk to him every day, go to his house, but I just love to be in his position one day, own a multi-million-dollar facility and just own multi-million-dolar bulls just right in your backyard.
That would be nice. So I know there's got to be some like ranking of these bulls. Like, what is the difference between a multi-million-dollar bull and $1,000 bull? Is it how many people they can buck off?
A $1 million bull is mostly what they take to fertility. That's 2-year-old bulls that's going to go buck for $1 million. That's worth a bunch of money. And your $1,000 bulls is just pretty much the little bulls you just see at your little backyard rodeos or your little hometown rodeos or something like that. That's just, you know, little $1,000, $1,500, $2,500 bulls.
Mm-hmm.
The $1 million bulls, I'm not even gonna say million. The bulls that worth a lot of money is the ones you see on TV. Them bulls going anywhere between $40,000 to $90,000 a piece.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know a buddy got a guy. He went and bought a bull not too long ago. He spent $125,000 on him.
So when they buy them, they just use them for those pro rodeos.
It all depends on what caliber bull you have.
Mhm.
But if you have one of those $high bulls, that you want to go big if you got a big bull, because if you spend that much money, you go want some of that money back. I don't care how much money you got. Ain't nobody just that rich to go spend $100,000 on a bull and don't care if they make $1 off of them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So in these futurities, when the bull goes in, and whoever is riding them, the bull owners get some kickback off of their performance?
Oh, they get all the kickback.
Oh.
They get all the money.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. If you got a bull good enough, you can win at these big shows on the futurity bull. If you got one that's good enough, you can win anywhere between $10,000 to $100,000 in one night.
Wow.
So compared to, the bucking bulls compared to bucking broncos, who is bringing home more money from these rodeos? Is it the bulls or the broncos?
For sure, the bulls.
I was about to say, it's got to be the bulls.
For sure, the bulls. Like, I know one of my good friend named Sage Kimsey. This kid, he only 23 years old. Not too long ago, he brought home over $325,000 in 2 days. So that's a lot of that's a lot of money. Just
I might have to get in the cows.
Right.
Yeah, that's why when y'all wrote, we were saying something about horses. I was like, yeah, the horses they okay, but I'm the bulls are my pride and joy.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That's a different perspective. Definitely.
Earlier, was it last month? Me and Ariana were talking about rodeo animals, and how some people are against rodeos and then some aren't. Could you talk to us about, I guess, what benefit you see from having bulls and rodeos? I believe you wouldn't consider animal cruelty, but what would be your stance against that?
Explain it one more time.
So, how some people say rodeos is animal cruelty, animal abuse.
Have you ever come across that?
I come across it a lot. When I'm at some of them big shows, you probably have people outside protesting and stuff like that, saying animal cruelty and all that. But be myself, I'm so focused on what I'm doing, and rather than what other people doing, I don't care what you're doing in front of me. I'm so focused. When I step out the truck, I'm there for one reason and one reason only. So it never crossed my path, even though it be in my face half the time. I never think 2 times about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just one of them people. I just kind of mind my own business. Even if they protest and all that, people tell me somebody, it kind of just go in one ear, not the other.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the flip side of that is that, one, these bulls are worth so much money. They get taken care of pretty well. Am I right?
Oh yeah, they get taken care of more than some people kids. Like, I'm talking about scratches and all. These bulls, they get taken care of too. They go to massages and go work out and go swim in different states at different pools and stuff like that. Stay and exercise. They get worked out to the T.
Mm-hmm. So what's your favorite part of what you do besides making the money?
The hauling. I love traveling.
Yeah. They're just hauling the bulls everywhere?
Everywhere. You name it, we go.
That's cool. What kind of rig do you have?
Right now I am driving a Dodge Dually, but in the next 2 to 3 weeks I'm about to get a mini Freightliner.
Nice.
We just went and looked at it a couple days ago.
You been to California?
Oh yeah, a bunch of times.
To buy cows or buy bulls or?
I've been there to ride bulls. I've been there to ride bulls and take bulls.
Oh.
I took bulls down there with one of my buddies, Dennis Davis.
Mhm. Anywhere on the East Coast?
Yeah, I can't remember what town it was.
Have you ever been to North Carolina?
North Carolina? No, I have not been to North Carolina.
Well, see, I don't think we have a lot of bull riding here. Not the kind of bulls you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have like the maybe $10,000 bulls. Caitlin, you think your daddy got the $10,000 bulls coming to your house?
Yeah, it might be the 10,000.
Yeah, I don't never really hear about stuff going on that part of the world. In that part of the world.
Yeah.
Well, I stuff down here in Spanish, so I don't know if you cross paths with any of the Spanish rodeos.
No, I can't say I have.
Well, it's a large world out there.
Very.
So, what advice would you give like aspiring business people? Because I mean, I know you ride bulls, you got bulls, you're trading, but you're also a businessman. So, what advice would you give kind of aspiring business people who may want to get into something like what you're doing?
Man, in this bull riding industry, it's so, I don't know the words said. It's so this bull industry, you pretty much want to keep your business to yourself. But if you go do something, don't be scared to do it. As far as hauling bulls, take the risk on buying a bull. If you think he good, might not be good. Pretty much, I can say, just if that's your passion, do it. It's definitely not a business you will get. It's not a get rich business. You're gonna spend way more money than you make.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now everybody owns bulls, but if it's something that somebody want to do, go for it. But it's gonna be a whole lot of ups and downs in the business.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't just good what it look like on TV or when you see them at rodeos, thinking the guy who want to make all the money and all that.
Yeah. What is the biggest risk that you have taken with your business? Was it on a bull? Was it on kind of placing that bull in a rodeo?
My biggest risk probably been riding them.
Very true. Yeah.
That's pretty much the biggest risk you can do, getting on one.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
your life.
Yeah, I've been through a lot of broke bones, so it's definitely a risk.
Think you'll go back to riding horses at all?
Yeah, I mean, I ride horses every day. I mean, that's how we do a bunch of work around the house on horses.
But you don't compete with horses at all.
No, I don't compete with horses.
Yeah, I mean, but to have 17 of them, you gotta still be maintaining them.
Oh
So,
yeah.
That's a job in itself.
I actually been making posts all week trying to get rid of a bunch of them. I just gave a couple of them away to one of my buddies yesterday. Just got to, man. I just need 3 or 4 good horses. That's it. I don't know what I was thinking about horses.
I love it because you sound like my dad.
that feed bill ain't no joke.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is not.
That feed bill is get out of hand. I had to go buy some bull feed and horse feed today, and I dang near cried when I swiped my card.
Oh my goodness.
What do bulls eat?
Cheese.
Well, yeah, but is it like corn?
And the horse feed?
Like, is it like horse feed? Like pellets?
I drive dang near 2 hours from my house just to pick up this certain feed that this guy make on his ranch, and it just got a bunch of proteins and a bunch of vitamins and stuff to keep bulls with a lot of energy, keep their attitude, kind of keep them snorty and stuff like that. He been custom making this feed at his place for a long time, and it also keep good weight on them and keep them in good shape, keep them shiny and feeling good.
That's nice. Does he also make the horse feed?
Yeah, but I just stop at whatever feed store I see with lights on. The horse feed.
Yeah.
The horses are the ugly stepchildren.
I know.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they treat at the house. I mean, all of them look good and butterball fat, but it ain't too much attention on them.
Yeah. Well, they have a job, so if that's better than nothing.
They live a good life. They can't complain. But I spend most of my time with the bulls and working with them.
Well, that is cool. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Anytime.
Thank you for listening to Young Black Equestrians, the podcast. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram for updates. Listen, rate, and review us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Tune in next week for another episode.